If you played Arc Raiders for more than, say, 10 minutes, you know something just feels different. There's this tension that sits right underneath your skin. Not quite fear, not quite excitement, but something in the middle. The kind of feeling that makes you lean forward in your seat. The kind of feeling that makes your palms sweat, even though it's just pixels on the screen. And today, we're going to break down why. Why Arc Raiders gets inside your head more than most extraction shooters. Why it feels personal, why moments stay with you long after you log off.
Don't shoot.
This isn't a game breakdown, this is a psychological deep dive into the mechanics, the emotions, and the tiny design choices that make Arc Raiders addictively stressful and stressfully addictive. First up, the adrenaline loop. This game is built on the idea of risk versus reward, and your brain loves that. Every time you drop onto a map, you're gambling with your gear, your loot, and your time. There's something primal about it. Your brain releases these small bursts of adrenaline whenever you hear something unusual. The mechanical whine of a wasp, footsteps too close, or gunfire that's a little too accurate to be an NPC. Arc Raiders creates these micro stress moments continuously. You're always scanning, always evaluating. It's like a drip feed of flight or fight. And the crazy part, you want it because you want to survive. Even by the skin of your teeth, your brain rewards you with dopamine. It's the same chemical hit you get from nailing a presentation, winning a sports match, or even escaping a near accident. Arc Raiders is designed to weaponize that loop. Here's the next psychological truth. Humans hate losing more than we love winning. It's called loss aversion. When you die in Arc Raiders, you don't just respawn. You lose your gear, your kit, your loot. That loss hits emotionally, not just mechanically. And the game knows this. The more gear you bring, the more anxious you become. Every move feels heavier, every decision feels important. That's why extraction games feel so intense. The stakes aren't imaginary, they're real, because part of you is always thinking, don't screw this up. You're not chasing wins, you're avoiding losses, and that is powerful. One of the most fascinating psychological layers in Arc Raiders is the unpredictability of other players. You never really know what another player wants. Are they friendly? Are they desperate? Do they just want to mess with you? Are they pretending to be friendly just to get close enough to betray you? This social uncertainty creates some of the game's best moments, and also some of the most stressful. Sometimes you meet someone cool, you trade items, help each other extract, or share a small moment of humanity inside a hostile world. And other times you help someone kill an Arc, revive them, give them ammo, and they shoot you in the back and they take everything. Arc Raiders plays directly into what psychologists call ambiguous trust. You're constantly evaluating body language, movement patterns, intent, and distance. It's almost like dating in your early 20s. You're trying to figure out if the other person is genuine or here to ruin your day. The ambiguity keeps your brain running hot. Now let's talk about sound, because Arc Raiders uses sound like a horror game. Listen to your headset while you're hiding in a bush and a squad walks past you, or the metallic squeal of the Arc winding up for its attack, or the echo of distant gunfire that might just be other players. Arc Raiders does something really clever here. It fills the world with almost silence, just enough ambient noise to feel alive, but quiet enough to make every sound matter. Your brain is forced into high alert. Sound becomes information, information becomes survival. This is why even small noises spark your heart rate. Your brain is trained to respond to threat cues, and Arc Raiders feeds those continuously. One of the biggest reasons players get hooked on Arc Raiders is the near-death escape. Think about your most memorable moments. They're usually something like escaping extraction with a few seconds left, surviving on really low HP, outplaying a squad that should have wiped you, crawling back behind cover while you're bleeding out, and getting revived right before Arc blasts you. These close call-outs spikes your adrenaline and dopamine at the same time. Psychologically, they create peak memories, the kind of moments your brain bookmarks as important. This is why Arc Raiders becomes addictive faster than any other shooters. It's not about the loot, it's about the story your brain tells you afterwards. I can't believe I survived that, etc. And that brings us to one of the most overlooked psychological hooks, the stories. Every match becomes a narrative. The time you trusted a stranger, the time you got betrayed, the time you were outnumbered but you still made it, the time you carried your squad, the time everything went wrong and you still pulled through. Humans are storytellers. We love recounting moments where chaos met skill and somehow we came out on top. Arc Raiders isn't just a game, it's a story generator. And players keep coming back because they want another story, another moment, another escape. Here's the part I find fascinating. Arc Raiders mirrors real human psychology in a lot of ways. It rewards patience, awareness, emotional control, risk assessment, team communication, and adaptability under pressure. It punishes greed, tunnel vision, panic, overconfidence, and rushing decisions. In a weird way, it's a model for leadership and decision-making in stressful environments. When you choke, it usually means your emotions outrun your logic. When you clutch, it's because you stayed calm when everything fell apart. Arc Raiders just doesn't test your aim, it tests your mindset. And that's why Arc Raiders gets in your head. It's not just because it's fun, but because it traps you in some of the most primal psychology humans have. Risk, fear, trust, survival, and uncertainty, euphoria. It's a pressure cooker wrapped in a sci-fi skin, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, drop a comment about your craziest Arc Raiders moments, and then subscribe for more long deep dives. Until next time, stay alive out there.